You are some more cool. Obefia so aduane free fufu tintim temeko so. Michelle ana wa journey. Michelle Obaso journey us on Facebook na yin come because and images be transfers the clubs no. You be season this ana clubs na start some your business now. Ana almost start to say your business then by the time season over end, you know, then normal finalize some your money. You be see you be real because rich. And 3 players, and for various reasons, it be a hang your boots, it be some free club or boom. The big one obviously was Kevin De Bruyne. See, in the modern game, you 3 divisions of number 10. Who say do maybe Ricardo Kaka, pure number 10, classic. And I don't consider Clarence Seedorf more as a 10. Clarence Seedorf for me was more box to box, and then I can make us 8. But somebody like Ricardo Kaka. Now, if we Ricardo Kaka more conversation now, then you come and look at somebody like Mesut Ozil. Classic, number 10. Mm-hmm. Then inside brackets, you know, you will obviously say Cesc Fabregas. Which also another player on the scene as a number 10. Omunina in equal right. Say only omu ending komona udi omu sema. Clinically, these are players you talk about them, you discuss the things that they've done. Rich. When Kevin De Bruyne broke into the scene in his prime, I think they were redefining rule. Yeah.
We define football.
Yeah, we define rule in football. Who's that? Fabregas. Ozil. Ricardo Kaka. I say normally a little bit. The American that bow we soft bisa ball into flare na no a ball on the business. But Kevin De Bruyne did it with more panache. You cover ground. You win dwells or call 8 kakra. No about 10 kakra. No about cross kakra. No we need 50 balls kakra. Oh, what a player Kevin De Bruyne was. What a player Kevin De Bruyne. I here for Manchester City. See here. Journalists that will be Pep Guardiola say, "I'm going to see statue of Kevin De Bruyne or not." No, it was the best question anybody could ask Pep. Because once he statue, I'm a David Silva. Once he statue, I'm a Sergio Kun Aguero. They deserve it. But you need to add a branch friend Kevin De Bruyne. Uko City for training ground on the man. They have a statue for a branch friend of Yaya Toure, a whole pitch named after him. Kevin De Bruyne also deserves it. So Omobe Manibi, that Edra or Bobo Ekedim command say he's going to leave. Which look at those numbers.
70 goals.
Yeah.
118 assists.
Yeah.
Out of 280 appearances.
Yeah. Yeah.
Player of the season award or Gini 2.
Yeah.
Premier League I was more Gini 6.
Yes, 6 times.
Waji 3 playmaker award.
Yes. 6 times.
That is incredible.
Now only I want to write up the one. Write up the what he talks about Nemano will see Manchester as a home. There is one point I love about Ninsemo Kenya. And it is in all kind of story about nothing is about to write football players do this, football led me to you. He gave me everything. I chose, but I gave everything back. Guess what? We won everything.
And it's true.
Yes. Everything that was there to win for Man City, they won. Nyana a Champions League.
And also J.
And I'm J. And I'll catch up with and guess what? We won everything. And then in 10 years' time, so who would this Adam 10 in common now? You will not be able to say, oh, now Kevin De Bruyne crab, no boy, no crowd, because he's saying arguments and it's saying. Because he's saying it's or not mess, no, or goes to the back argument, no.
Because the Premier League era.
Yeah.
So what is 6 times that?
Yeah.
And Premier League 6. And easy.
And the Man City team need the 5th purpose because of the levels of my coping. Levels are of our now everybody Erling Haaland, Josko Vardiol, Sergio Kun Aguero, Toni Kroos, Jack Grealish, John Stones. Obia call him a legend. Wait a minute.
Say come back me. Jack Grealish they say.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I joined City was to play alongside you, brother.
Yeah.
I see.
Top, we all recognize Real. Also a top player. I'm a top player. I know that definitely I'll go up there. Which Kevin De Bruyne, see, top. And Chelsea for an Ayomuya. Our kind of I say, yeah, Ayomuya. They would have loved to get Kevin De Bruyne wear Chelsea blue and make the numbers that he has made over there to win the Premier League 6 times. Chelsea greatest player will win it Premier League crowd 4 times that. Chelsea club and winning say. But Kevin De Bruyne, 6 alone as a player, and you give him a lot of respect for a Juma year. Apart from Kevin De Bruyne, maybe it's a question here at the end of this. And I know Pace say in a YouTube post. Thomas Müller, also one of the greatest German players for Bayern, and so say season and yeah, well who's a man so. I like when players do this.
Also on Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
The success needing nobody coming around the club.
Yes, the club. Yeah.
But this guy called Thomas Müller there.
Both
Bayern and then the German national team.
Yeah. Serious player.
Some players now on assuming for the
yeah.
Akwawi, born more bar. Who said who Thomas Müller?
Second striker.
Nowhere.
No. See, Thomas Müller so say is the end of the road for him. Now, Matt Hummels also, as I say, the time has ended for him as a player and other calling of Matt Hummels ever Champions League final. Okay, so Jurgen Klopp Dortmund final. I'm going to buy and Echo Shire. Matt Hummels could not win that one. At Bayern also, he played in the final. Or no, again, still Matt Hummels entering and just our final. And he has pushed it. But we're winning DFP Pokal, I think, with Dortmund and Bayern. We're winning league, with Bayern before. And then Roma. Also, Roma season, here we are. It's the end of the journey for him. Or a world champion also for the Diamond Shaft. Top player, Matt Hummels, centre back with Chilon. You give him a lot of credit. Rich, back to the Kevin De Bruyne story now. In the ranking of the greatest midfielders in English Premier League game, where now does Kevin De Bruyne rank?
Is it a numbers game?
Because
forget about the
meaning Paul Scholes numbers on the top of but that time United Moji League ni bebre pa. I don't know if he won 6 or more. The person production be check Frank Lampard dem here clear so when we need winning league 6 times.
Okay.
For Steven Gerrard or the Anyima Kokra. Unless maybe Paul Scholes. But even with numbers, meaning Lampard has more goals than Kevin De Bruyne because the highest scoring midfielder in the history of the Premier League, off the top of my head, I know it is Frank James Lampard. Assists, I doubt any of them come close to him. But say Kevin De Bruyne, maybe Rasa list to him.
Numbers game.
Yeah.
Forget about the year in Indiana. At the end, the baby says, "Oh, do team near."
Yeah, then I know team near.
For you to win the Premier League 6 times
as a player.
That is serious. In
the Oklahoma in 2015, 10 years now. 10 years now, almost 6. That's almost every year you are not Joe.
Okay.
Almost every year.
According to production,
yeah.
Paul Scholes won 11 Premier League titles.
Hey. Saturday emoji be 20 or so with this stretch. It's already Paul Scholes in terms of Premier League here. That is wild numbers, but still. Kevin De Bruyne rated amongst the best players there. Which me, me catch you say, baby a season econo. Clubs need the beginning some be planning for next season, and so watch the clubs now. Obia is being linked to somebody, but the woman is rich. Clubs no agents, no any players, no agents. So sometimes any information need be too media. And that is why we have to do the analysis for you. Know what is going on? Chelsea for one. So over Chelsea team now, it is very, very clear that Chelsea in here 3 separate positions. Centre back, Chelsea here will be Chelsea here winger. No assassin here a centre forward. And yes, next season, nobody will ask questions about whether Chelsea can compete or not. Who's that? In fact, even goalkeeper. But goalkeeper now be free because Georgi Petrovic is the best goalkeeper in Europe in the last few months, according to WhoScored.com. And say, back into the Chelsea free. Chelsea will make a decision whether so make keep Georgi Petrovic as their goalkeeper, sell Robert Sanchez to Saudi Arabia, then keep Felix Jorgensen as a second choice goalkeeper. Now the Mike Pendes echo on loan to team up your friend Strasbourg or French League on him. Those are the three dynamics. Our center, our goalkeeping area more. But when you quickly go into the side of say over center back now, Rich, who is the center back that Chelsea will go in for in the summer?
Summer Mambako.
I don't mention Christian Romero. The only problem I'm one is Rich, Tottenham will not sell Christian Romero to Chelsea.
But Matisse say Barca sompen.
Obeto ma Barca. Obeto ma Atletico. More to my Chelsea. Sorry to it is real. Okay. I don't remember the last time there was a direct transfer of a Tottenham Hotspur player straight to Chelsea. And a Chelsea straight player straight to Tottenham Hotspur. Daniel Levy ain't. It is hard to find an example.
Oh, you're a competitor.
Exactly. On Toma. Even Harry Kane cry, United in City, Edin Coma, Bayern mention. It's on Toma or Honum. It's Adam a Christian Romero a free one. But in the past few days, as a Chelsea updating on centre back options now, Honum. Who's that? Bournemouth for centre back, your friend Dean Hodgson, Dean. But me, I don't understand why you need to Chelsea Betis can go to another 19-year-old centre back. What's the point?
I think I'll bet it.
I almost wait on your inexperience. You got another centre back or another young player. It doesn't make sense. I think that in terms of the list of centre backs, the two tops, me and you Crystal Palace.
Maggie.
And this young man, French boy called Max Lacroix. Now, Wolfsburg. Abrana Mickey van der Ven, Tottenham Hotspur for centre back on it, Christian Romero Eboro. Or Wolfsburg, no. One of the partners was a branch friend Max Lacroix. And also, it was our profile of Nania Dane, who you need second boss, no, or you're aggressive, or you're born now, or no, but Pimso, or Timmy Caribou, and the corner Nimka. I didn't back what Chelsea if one extra power in a centre back, Obetimi abaye Wesley Fofana adwuma no nanso oye durable because Wesley Fofana eba 3 weeks ago ye de enyora kata no ho ade kyen that sorry as we pra. So Chelsea wants somebody that will be durable and play consistently. Then you can say okay fine send him Obetimi abo echi o honum na oko Crystal Palace open with two players there. Who is there? Magay the Chelsea boy through and through. If your academy name they know him and stuff like that. And Ebony Bedin. Already Chelsea has a boy from Strasbourg who joining offering Mamadou Sarr who have a count for squad depth. Then Aaron and Selmino Beko when the season ends. But then again, who Chelsea gets a centre back very, very, very important. Then in Fiifi-Manfred anymore. And I don't know, we who's a Matisse United more percent forward. But we won't story now, I don't want to believe it too.
I didn't.
What's the two centre forwards? Wait, no. You see, I can understand. You basically didn't come about the quality of the centre forward. But more centre forward.
We have.
Now
the muchas money.
You're back up. The paper what come on.
You make sense. You know, good and it is 0. It said the enemy.
And then it says
in here striker. In here striker, Kofi. So who shall United team now do anymore now? Your striker. It's like seeing the team if you're into the so.
Responsible like so Shana Mana striker now.
I know we didn't come out from the
Rasmus Rolando.
With a box in the John on the film. The striker.
And now David Austin say, I most likely say Victor Osimhen ever go Saudi Arabia than come to Europe. Mainstream Europe. I mean, him says Kasemna. When he say even Manchester United, so one co Champions League. Now say players may be better or we say Manchester United were very high wage. I say who reduce wage, before you can go in and go and buy players to come in. Nearma said Jim Ratcliffe, maybe you don't be able to meet the demands of a branch friend Victor Osimhen. Now we are looking at on the other side. Say Chelsea kwani benyana. Chelsea need come out to do baby and about wages. How do you get paid the wages of Victor Osimhen? And me, I think a wage as a Chelsea team. Not the Victor Osimhen because again, me no what na say di nkomo no say open striker or raise ceiling or ye top or ye one of the best in terms of say or say goals no adwuma ni nyina awani mo dia then Victor Osimhen is one of them top center forward.
But checking is at 26.
Yeah, Victor Osimhen 26 years.
Saying football nkomo there, he's still young.
Yeah, and you cry 5 years old.
Yeah.
And you cry 5 years.
But you see, by a Nigerian.
Yeah.
Or 26 years, be a can bear 5 years be on the bottom boy.
Yeah.
I never my just could have with Napoli.
Yeah.
My African best.
Yeah.
Give you Namenje. Ebia Champions League, you know. No man, you're fortunate and we need. Mamma, cause Saudi Arabian Coupes Cabini.
Oh, yeah.
Or Nigerian.
There's a conversation in there, nobody doubts it. And
a typical Nigerian. Because you're about to see Sika.
Na Victor Osimhen was down for you a journalist from Nigeria. And I spoke to him somewhere last year. Friend Buchi Laba. The Buchi Neka chair me say, "En komana Chelsea ni Victor Osimhen di no. Omo do baby a na Osimhen ja to so be ma Chelsea. But baby a na the point of departure no one say. Na Osimhen ka Chelsea for one say. Saudi for a man over £200,000 a week. Who Chelsea sat and now say, oh yeah, performance enhanced, release based wage, whatever. It is if you can't break the wage structure, now what Mama says Canadian member. It's a Chelsea meeting for Victor Osimhen this summer. They would have to go beyond and then bring in, pay the money. No matter doing about friend Victor Osimhen. And yes, idea a bit difficult to get a branch friend Victor Osimhen. The second option for Chelsea, a branch friend Liam Delap.
Super player.
Which 11 goals for Ipswich in a relegation threatened team. Ana Ubodini Keka, people probably have not paid attention to it, so they think say, oh, they good enough.
We're very good.
But Ipswich relegation threatened, also 11 goals this season. I think that he's a good player.
The Cameroon first match.
Yeah.
Go about Ipswich.
Yeah.
Around the week.
Yeah, Liam Delap. Or you're a stubborn player.
Ah,
someone.
So defender.
Yeah, they on the or Baba said
no, the answer.
Yeah.
Me by park is a him go.
Until the exactly. And he's a very, very stubborn boy, Liam Delapa. Say Ipswich Echo on loan, Echo a relegation or release clause of somewhere around 40 million. And Ipswich for Everton. Barca for some left winger. On say Makani several times say Rafinha horror. Rafinha is the natural left winger. It is Russia Barca team now. They always play with Rafinha on the left, but he comes inside. Then Alejandro Balde will keep the weight. Barca here more dynamism. So anybody can get a natural left-footed left winger who is right-footed. I'll bet you keep it with them. Above crosses when they need. And so what the Barca team now? Last season, they need two things: centre back and it's any winger. Because the goalkeepers, Ter Stegen is coming back. We'll just search them. Centre back, Christensen, they be free one. You have to take the conversation around Jonathan Tah. Whether say Xavi Alonso, every buyer for Leverkusen, or remember, and I say, another conversation. But could I see Inigo Martinez, Ronald Araujo after saying Eric Garcia, a very, very good. If you add Tah, a complete centre back grouper, who bet me banking on them consistently for team and friend FC Barcelona. If you want them, there's a lot of quality, especially say Bernal, Neka, Sado, returning, na Gavi, Pedri, Frank, De Jong, Juma, then they'll be able to play. Niaka a centre forward no. Na Barca for me means almost pay most will play an area means almost pay if I say Victor Jokeres dia. But Jokeres no. Arsenal for so anyway. Who's Arsenal for a new sporting director, Andrea Bata. Bata Atletico de Madrid buy. Bata buy, you know. One of the players in the new Warsaw Power air brand here friend Victor Jokeres. And Arsenal forces also pay Nico Williams. And then now according to Sky, Barca, Arsenal, I started to say, almost set up meeting with a branch of Nico Williams' agent, Felix Tienta. Now, come start no moving, come whether they will get the ball in. In fact, in terms of wingers, there, you need more creativity from outward. And we'll be on the finish and come about. Arsenal here striker. Obia so Arsenal the Intermittent League is because they lack the arrowhead that will give them the goals. At the beginning of the season. Now, many sound for but as the season has progressed, You've realized it has been difficult for Arsenal to get goals from different places. And Omunya in our branch friend Victor Jokresha, it's definitely going to help Tima, your friend Arsenal Football Club. Now, Rafael also can list of wingers are Barcelona for the regional home. And I already Rafael the Euro.
I'm chairman. When you serious with Abraham Bumsy Agwawi.
Oh, you guys on page you.
Aye, we. Organa go. What am I mean? Mekoka omudizago mbinya problem. Could be not just say.
Yeah.
Born or bad or bob that basam.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's that?
When you Google the anyway.
What's wrong?
Born as or Bobby.
As or more.
Obama mo. I don't go a fine player.
But you see, if in the summer the agents who him Mendes force him on one of the clubs. Who's the who Mendes retired Harrier? The boy he doesn't want to be at Milan, babe. And the minimas now for baby say instead of Nico Williams now and come on for Rafael Leao. Unless he's willing to change the attitude and work hard under Mikel Arteta. Because Arteta don't know no nonsense. You have to deliver or you sit somewhere. And very, very important. Say, Abrantia, your friend, Rafael Leao, Ebeye Jumane or Honor in that regard. Maybe I can. Alexander Ishake. Liverpool. Say Liverpool, 120 million.
Ishake is what
and but this canoe. Are there any dear? Oh, yeah. But will you be able to
foot the system? Now, you know, I catch him say. Obi play at the old team for one quarter.
And I'm making DSK
and DSK. On when you play a Biakiku, who put Newcastle on our darling boy. 2 crowd 120 be 130 be and call. And I ready to open top no strike at the go pay Fano.
And the 2 games in the war